Is this thing on?
Hello everybody and welcome along to Avant3 on the FTOG server. That's right, we're on a new server with a new group of people. It's not the end of the season gamers by any means. I'm still doing stuff there as well, but this is just something slightly different. And here we are. I have just logged in. I have only just opened up my inventory, and already some of the friendly people that we'll be playing with have said hello. Toddy the Body has just been over and making sure that I was all okay and knew what I was doing. I don't, but there you go. So yeah, I've spoken to a couple of the guys, and they're all very cool. So we're going to be heading off. I've got an idea already about kind of what I'm wanting in terms of a base just now. But it's going to take me a little while to get there. I'm looking for a jungle biome. But Toddy doesn't seem to think that anybody's found one yet. Certainly he didn't know of one, but there's plenty of wooded areas. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to have a run around. This is all looking very cool. This area here is the spawn area, and it's set out for shops and stuff. So we've got Grok Duck Farmer's stuff there. He has got a shop set up. Well, it's not really a shop. He's just giving away dirt and stone and blocks like that, building blocks. That huge big temple over there, that is Thorgal's shop. He has got a really cool setup with one of the Guardian temples. So he's got prismarine shards and sea lanterns and that sort of thing. That is the big mob tower there. I think is that Non-Sante's one? I think. I want to say. And this is a sort of a hacienda villa thing here, which has got some portals in it. So there's a bunch of really cool stuff. There's some of these things that I haven't actually seen yet from other people's videos, so I really need to get on that. And check it out. MG Rose and Relic Gaming, who you may be familiar with from the Seasoned Gamers, they both play on here as well. So I haven't seen any of their stuff as yet in the server. I've obviously seen a couple of their videos, so I don't know where they're all based. But what I wanted to do just now is just run along and try and find myself somewhere to call home. It might not be a forever home, but somewhere where we can get started at the moment and just kick things off. And first things first, I've just realised I need to turn that off, because that really gets on my nerves. And the other thing I think I might do is, for the sake of all you guys peering at your screen, not being able to see anything, there we go. Right, that's much better. So let's get going, and I shall see you when I've found something a little bit more interesting to see, rather than me running through undergrowth. You rejoin me at the bottom of a big hole. I have just found my first redstone. I did have some redstone from one of those funny stone things up at the top. We're actually down at bedrock level. It's a bit surprising actually it took me this long to find it. But that's very good. We've got plenty of redstone now, that's great. And I want to get back up there because I found a reasonable amount of iron and some gold, and I've got enough redstone now to get started. And ooh, that's not good. Did I not put a torch here? I certainly don't want there. I've run into a couple when I came down here in a big cave thing that I have blocked off for the time being. But yeah, on my adventures, I was speaking to a couple of the guys as I was going about my merry way, and they say that there's no jungles been found, and to the tune that somebody has run, Grok has run a thing that searched for jungles around spawn, and there's none within 5,000 blocks of spawn. So even if there was one at 5,001 blocks from spawn, it's a long way for me to toddle. But I did find some jungle sapling, and I have farmed up 4 of these jungle plants at the moment, and that has got me that far, so that's fantastic. So I'm going to make myself a jungle on this little spur of land. This is a chaparral biome, but I'm going to make it into a jungle, and I don't really need the biome itself so much as I just need some jungle trees to make it look the part. So let's see, what have we got here? We've got an iron ingot, and we've got me being unable to click on something. Right, I've got my piston, and I wanted to do size stuff, funnily enough, as you can see. So I need to have a CAD assembler, so I need a further 5 ingots for that and 6 for that, plus I need 4 for the CAD that I need to make. So let's just, excuse me, pop that in there, and I discovered that I can make baguettes. So I've got a little miniature farm here, and I can bone meal some of that up if I really wanted to at the moment. There we go. And we'll get a couple more seeds or a seed more planted there, and we'll keep that going. So we've got that and that. Oh, I keep on. I'm spoilt. I really am. I'm spoilt for having tinkers all this time. In fact, hang on a minute. We've got tinkers back in this. Why am I doing that? Tinkers is in this. And whilst I'm not going to be making a smeltery, I can make use of having a crafting station, because they are by far and away the best crafting bench you can get, in my opinion, that I have found so far. I shall caveat that with, right, so let's make 1 CAD assembler, pop it there, excellent. We'll get 1 more iron ingot, perfect, and we shall make an iron CAD assembly, pop it there. Always a loud sound. Let's get that. Right, so we're going to need some redstone. We're going to need, what do we need? We're going to need 1 for the, where's the actual stuff? Need 1 for the CAD socket. I need 1 for, oh, that's a semi-metal one. I need 1 for that. So I need 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 for that. So I have 8. So let's put that away. In fact, it's, yeah. Let's do that. Let's bung it on the ground. And excellent. So let me go and make this. So that CAD casting assistant device can go in there. And now we need to go another 4 from here, plus we'll need more. So I want to make another iron CAD assembly. I need to make that like that for the basic CAD socket, and I still need more from here. Oh no, I'm out of iron. I need more iron. I need at least 2 more iron. I can put some gold in there though and use up the last of that. Oh, that's annoying. I need 1 more iron to go there for this thing. And I need some more. Right, okay. I need to pop down to the iron level. Now, does this tell me... First of all, let's go like that. Learn. So it's C by default. You deselect your CAD and then press C, and then you can do that. Well, we can make one of the things at least. Is it that way around, or is it the other way around? It's that way around, right. Okay, so let's get rid of all this like that. So what have we got? The problem is we don't have ore doubling at the moment, so it's going to be a bit of a pain, and I'm avoiding using the Tinker's Construct stuff because, well, everybody uses it. So yeah, now, so yeah, I need a little bit more iron. So iron, please, iron ore. Where would I find iron ore? Well, obviously I can make iron essence things and do that. How do I make iron? From the plants. World gen. Anywhere basically below 63. Okay, well, let's toddle on down and get that sorted out. We'll get rid of that as well. That's really frustrating that I didn't quite have enough. Let's pop down and I'll be back in a second. Aha! I have found some more iron, and this should be sufficient to get us to the point that we can get our CAD all sorted out. Or at least the first level of CAD anyway. Let's get this. Let's get out of here. I did find something I've been telling the guys about. Tinker's has been put back in as of today into this pack because it was taken out after an issue with blue slime. What was happening was anytime anybody reloaded a chunk by either relogging or going in and out of the chunk, flowing blue slime blocks were becoming source blocks. So if you had some spilling down from an island, for instance, when the slime island's up in the sky, then you could have a massive sea of the stuff suddenly appear, and yeah, it looks like there's the remnants of an island there, and it has started spilling stuff out again. But it doesn't look like it's made source blocks, it just looks like it's spilling down at the sky. I actually thought it was somebody's tower for a moment. I thought it was like made out of prismarine or something. So I've told the guys the coordinates here, so hopefully that will be cleaned up and all sorted out and everything will be okay after that. Right, so we've got our basic CAD course. So things that we have got in here, let's go into here. We've got our iron CAD assembly, we've got a basic CAD socket, we've got basic CAD battery, and we've got a basic CAD core. That's really all that we can do at the moment. So let's go into our CAD assembler and we'll just shift click all the things in. So, right, back after the quick server restart there, and I have just accidentally made my casting assistant device. I was going to quickly go over it again, but you can see there the stats of it. So we've got an efficiency of 70 and a potency of 100. So what that means is we can cast a spell up to 100 psi energy, but because it's only got a 70% efficiency, it'll cost us 130 to cast. So there's that. So we've got to watch that. We've got our basic CAD core in there, which gives us a complexity of 10. So we can have up to 10 building blocks to make up our spell. And a projection of 1 means we can have 1 trick in there. Our basic CAD socket gives us a bandwidth of 5, so when we go to program something we can have up to 5 across and or 5 down in our the spell grid. And sockets 4 means we can have 4 spell bullets in it at any one time. Our basic CAD battery means that we have an extra 100 psi energy should we cast when we've got quite low energy. And we don't have a colorizer in there. So now we need to make a spell battery. Normally the rain... Oh, there we go. The rain's stopping. Excellent. That's great. So yeah, I need to get another iron and 1 of this sawdust and make a spell bullet. It would be really nice. Do I have any more? I do have a little bit more. I wanted to make a different kind, and I have an arrow. I wanted to make a different kind of spell bullet. No, it wasn't an arrow I wanted, was it? It's string. I want some string. There might be some cotton about here. How can I make string? I want a loop cast spell bullet. String. Spider essence. No, we're not getting that. Flax, silk wisp. Some of that. Oh, wool you can just craft over into string. Wow. There are some sheep on the map. There's about to be one less sheep on the map. You don't even need a crusher or something. It was pulverizers that you used to use back in 1.7 days. But, brilliant. That'll work. Right, now I can make a loop cast spell bullet. And there's a particular reason why I want a loop cast one, but I won't be able to use it for a bit. But I do want to use it as soon as possible. So if I get that and that and... No, I need that out of there. And I need to take this casting assistant device because that's the one that we will be using for making our sawdust. Because that's all that one is good for. No. There we go. Perfect, done. So we've got a normal spell bullet and a loop cast spell bullet. Obviously, we now need a spell table. So I'm going to need to get some more iron. Oh, I forgot that I needed more iron for that as well. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go and get some more iron. I'm going to leave some of the stuff up here and back in a moment. And finally, we have sufficient of this. We need one more of that. Because obviously I still haven't figured out exactly what I'm doing. That one. Let's go get rid of that, go like that, do like that, and then it's that, and just like that. One spell programmer at long last. So that's what we're looking at there. So this is our spell programmer, and when I said earlier on about our bandwidth being 5, so our spell can take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this area here, it can be anywhere in here, it doesn't matter, but it's just got to be contained within a 5 by 5 area. It doesn't necessarily need to be the top left. So yeah, let's get going, and if we go back out of here and press C again, this is what we've got to do. The tutorials run through all of this stuff and get all of this stuff sorted out. So there are tutorials on how to do this. There's a very good bit on the FTOG wiki which has got all the spells that you need to do, and you can cut and paste them into your spell programmer. You can cut and import, shift and then clicking that will import from clipboard, and shift similarly and clicking on that one. Wait for the rain to go away. Any moment now. Thank you. Yeah, you can export to clipboard, so you can share them amongst your friends in text files and email them to yourself and things like that. So very handy. So let's do the first one. We need a selector caster and we need a debug, and that's all we're going to run is the trick debug on ourselves, and that is going to give us some information. If we've got a spell bullet to put it on, there we go. Grab that. Just click on there, and we'll put our casting assistant device into here again, and there we go. You can see the sockets, the 4 sockets that we've got for spells. We'll just pop that into the first one, have it on our person, and then pressing C now with the CAD allows us to select the 4 sockets that we've got, and we've only got 1 spell in there, so we'll choose the debug one, and we'll right click. We'll level up. You'll see the meter at the side went down, it used up the energy, and you'll see some chat information there about where we are and what we're doing. So that's good. That's us well on the way for that. And that's what I'm going to do in between episodes, and I'm going to start planting more of these jungle trees and generally get us a little bit more towards getting started, I think. And then I think next episode we really need to work towards getting some sort of ore doubling on the go. Now that's complicated somewhat because I'm wanting to do mechanism, and this chunk was probably, well, I certainly haven't seen any mechanism ores, and particularly the osmium that we need, so we might need to do something about going to the mining world, which ordinarily I would have left a little bit later on, but doesn't really matter. Nonetheless, everybody, I shall see you the next time. Until then, have a funs. Bye-bye.